Welcome and thank you for joining me. I'm calling this coffee time. I've been inspired by some YouTubers and people that have been very successful on LinkedIn. So the conversation came up, where do we stack up in the field from a sales perspective? These sales professionals, a lot of times their end was not thermal management. For me, as the manufacturer, that was heartbreaking to hear. I was like, oh, well, wait a minute. I started peeling back the layers and started asking harder questions, and basically it's a comfort level, right? The topic of conversation always comes up, well, what is this cabinet enclosure going to be used for? Is it going to be a fiber to the node or fiber to the home? Is it going to be for a micro cell site or a macro? It all comes down to what are you putting inside the enclosure, and then what's the thermal heat load going to be? Is the requirement passive cooling, which means you don't have to get below ambient, which means you don't need active cooling, and active cooling means you have to get below ambient. And not to get too deep into that, it was just fun having these conversations and talking about, well, how do you get to the thermal piece? Because that's what VoltAire system does. We manufacture heat exchangers and air conditioners. For me, it's helping people and being genuine. People can pick up on that. Do you genuinely care? And I'm not talking about business. I'm talking about, do you genuinely care about the individual? Are you thinking about, how you can help them advance their career, or how, partnering with you can help them look good within their organization? We're in a time and age where it's what is the added value. Your net worth is your net worth, and your net worth is only as strong as you're willing to help give information. Positive things will happen if you go into a scenario genuinely wanting to help solve a problem. I guarantee you your success rate will go up exponentially. I always enjoy that kind of collaboration, because I always want to get better. You always want to learn, and I think that's the only way you can do it. And now, the way things are, we're being driven towards using different platforms. So this was my first attempt, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And thanks for joining me for coffee.